Thank you, John. Good evening, everybody. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson? Here. Councilwoman Marcotte?
Here.
Councilman Dooley?
Here.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Here.
Supervisor Calavita?
Here. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. The next matter on our agenda is the swearing-in ceremony for 3 police officers. And it's always a good night at a town board meeting when we get to keep our police department strong, keep it strengthened with good men and women that'll protect all of us 365 days a year. So I'm going to ask Michael Pascal, Jacob Reese, and Brian Donovan to please step up, and I'll swear them in. Is this on? Come on, guys. All right. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Michael Pascal,
I, Jacob Reese,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I'll uphold the Constitution of the United States,
that I'll uphold the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the laws of the town of Eastchester,
the laws of the town of Eastchester,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
my duties as an Eastchester police officer
my duties as an Eastchester police officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Good to see you. All right. We will not be offended if you choose to leave. It's okay. Don't worry. But you're 3 good men there. We're very, very delighted that they've joined the Eastchester Police Department. They've all successfully passed through the rigorous
Congratulations.
events of the school they had to go through, but they did a great job. Thank you all. Congratulations.
congratulations.
Thank you, Francis. Okay, next up, bring us the opportunity to address the board on an agenda item. All right. Moving to appointments, we have another 2 officers we'll be adding to the force that we are delighted to put on. The first is the probationary appointment of John Bloom of Eastchester to the position of police officer in the department. The appointment would be effective on July 18th, 2022, at the annual salary of $55,506, with holiday pay of $27.99 even. Candidate Bloom appeared on the police officer eligible list 6194, established in September of 21. He'll serve a probationary term of not less than 12 weeks and not more than 78 weeks. The appointment is contingent upon the successful completion of the background investigation, medical exam, and completion of the Westchester County Civil Service paperwork. And funds have been provided for in our budget. Someone care to make a motion for John?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Okay, next, we have the similar request for probationary appointment of Ryan Bloom of Eastchester. They are brothers. Yes, they are. To the position of police officer in the department. The appointment would be effective on July 18th, 2022, to coincide with the start of the police academy. Salary would be $55,506 and holiday pay of $27.99 even. Candidate Bloom appeared on the police officer eligible list 6194, established in September of 2021, and he will serve a probationary term of not less than 12 weeks and not more than 78 weeks. The appointment is also contingent on the successful completion of the background investigation, medical exam, and completion of the Westchester County Civil Service paperwork. And funds have been provided for in the 2022 budget. And I'll make the motion for the appointment of Ryan Bloom and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson? Aye. Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. We congratulate those 2 men, and we expect good things from them as they roll into the academy. And we have other officers that will be reviewing and examining and appointing as the year moves on, as we expect a couple of retirements. Next, we have the Town Assessor position, and I'm recommending the appointment of Michelle Lischio of Eastchester to the position of Town Assessor, effective June 24th, 2022 through September 30th, 2025, at the annual salary set forth in the budget. And before we move to Michelle, I wanted to thank Todd Huttonen, who has been faithfully discharging his duties as the tax assessor in the town of Eastchester. It's a very difficult position. You're responsible, in essence, for the valuation of our entire town and every single parcel in it, because the town tax and the county tax and all whatnot is throughout all, 9,500 plus parcels in the town of Eastchester. And you have to manage all the tax cert proceedings, and you have to manage the star exemption and all the other exemptions that come up, and the, constant questions from realtors or people that are going to put an addition on their home, they're looking to buy a home or looking to develop a piece of property. It's a very involved position, and Todd has done an excellent job during his tenure as tax assessor. He succeeded Rich O'Donnell, who did a masterful job himself. But we're going to miss Todd. He's quite a nice guy, and he's a really good man, and he'll be missed by all of us in Town Hall. And we'll celebrate his leaving tomorrow after work for a little bit, but he certainly did a great job. Anyway, moving on to Michelle Lischio. She has been in that office now for at least, I think, 8-9 years. And she's, basically been tutored the whole time, has learned on her own, and she will be a good candidate that'll handle the tax assessing positions for the town of Eastchester. And I'm delighted to move for her appointment and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Okay, next we have a Traffic and Parking Advisory Committee appointment. This is for William Conway of Anpel to the Traffic and Parking Advisory Committee effective June 22nd, 2022 through December 31st, 2022. This is a tough board because everybody's very territorial about their parking and traffic issues here, but I know that Mr. Conway will do an excellent job. He is certainly very logical and reasonable, and that's what you need on that board. And we appreciate his volunteering for that position, and I know that Ellendale Cole will bring him in, and we'll go over what is necessary to make him an effective member of that committee. So with that being said, I'll make the motion. Mr. Conway, ask for a second, please.
Second?
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have the approval of the minutes of the June 7th, 2022 Town Board meeting. Any amendments or modifications? There being none, I'll make a motion to approve same as submitted. Someone care to second?
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have reports of departments, boards, and commissions. Police Department report. Chief Rodriguez?
Good evening, Mr. Supervisor. and
It's the
members
first
of
time
the
we're
town
barking
board.
it out there, you know?
I've been up here under other positions. but, First, I'd like to congratulate the 3 new officers. They're not new anymore. We hired them in January, and they got to have their ceremony tonight. Officer Pascal comes with a wealth of experience from the NYPD. He's been on the road on his own now since February, doing an excellent job. POs Donovan and Reese excelled at the academy. They just attended radar school, and they're beginning their FTO training. So we hope to have them on their own probably by the mid to the end of the summer. I'd like to congratulate Lieutenant Kiernan on his upcoming retirement this week after 39 years of service to the department. He's held the rank of police officer, detective sergeant, lieutenant, and he's going to be sorely missed. Last week we held our annual DARE picnic up at Lake Isle. I want to thank Sergeant Pena, Sergeant DeLegge, P.O. Chacon for putting it together. The kids had a great time, the 5th graders graduating from the DARE program. And I would also like to thank Lake Isle and George Papadimitriou for allowing us to use the facility, and Molinos for donating all the food. Last month and this month we had sent Sergeant Kraus to firearms instructor school, so we added another firearms instructor. Detective Sergeant Lage attended FBI Crime Scene Investigator School, and Lieutenant Rosenberg attended the LEDA Command College of Princeton University, which is a challenging week course for him in leadership and executive development. And last, I just want to reiterate to all the residents, please lock your cars. Don't leave your keys in their cars. Most of the crime that we're seeing, not only within the town, but within the county, is a crime of opportunity. So we want to take that opportunity away from the element that is committing it. So please secure your valuables, secure your cars. 4th of July is coming up. Have a happy, healthy, safe holiday weekend, and everybody have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll receive and file the May report, and note that it's a nice addition to the report. We've had 413 training hours this month, which is quite a lot of time, but most important. Okay, Law Department report, Mr. Rader.
Yes, good evening. I have a resolution authorizing the settlement of a subrogation claim by Allstate Fire and Casualty versus the town of Eastchester in the amount of $3,000 for damages to Alex George's vehicle that was struck by a town vehicle on October 6, 2020.
All right, so moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have the receiver of taxes report for May. We can receive and file that. We also have the the town clerk's reports for May as well, April and May. Anything to add?
No.
Okay, moving along. We have our correspondence agenda. We have a memorandum for the controller on part-time and seasonal employees. We have a whole bunch of young people working at Lake Isle and working as camp counselors for our recreation camps. So I'll make a motion to approve same and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, I have a memo from the controller on our procurement policy update. And this is, in essence, who is eligible within the town for purchasing decisions. And it's pretty much the same list, a couple of minor changes, especially in the tax assessment, as we just talked about. Everything else is pretty much the same. And make a motion to approve same and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have a memorandum for the superintendent of highways regarding permission to go to bid for the highway maintenance garage expansion project. And I think this is, it's about time we did that, we'll talk about it a little more when the time comes, but in essence, we're going to extend the garage so that all of the vehicles which presently can't fit in the garage will fit in a covered space. It'll provide shelter and retain heat for the men that are working there. It'll also protect the vehicles, and, there's a lot of different, benefits that come from this project, but mostly and most importantly, it's for safety. So I'll make the motion this and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte? Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, I have a memo from the superintendent of highways regarding the hazard mitigation grant program. This is for a drainage study for the Crawford Street area in the amount of approximately $290,000. If approved, our contribution would be $29,000 or 10%. And this is basically for securing funding for engineers and professionals to come in to look to mitigate the floods that are going on down there, flood concerns. As people are probably aware, along the Crawford line into Siwanoy Golf Course, there's been all kinds of flooding going on there. We also have had installations of, or going to be installations of turf fields, with the Cottle Field being turfed, with the soccer field at Iona College now, formerly Concordia, being turfed. So it's all going to have a result of moving water rapidly across this area. We've had a meeting altogether with the Village of Bronxville, the Village of Tuckahoe, Iona College, our engineers, engineers for Iona College, hydration people, and we're working on putting together, a global package, because this affects Bronxville, it affects Tuckahoe, it affects Eastchester. We have a meeting this week also with the Bronxville contingent to see what we can do in that area up by Edgewood, Forest, and Archer, and that whole area there. So we're working on it. This will give us a great little boost to get up some funding, to provide some studies to be done. Simultaneously, we're also working on, diligently working on a location on Garth Road. We have had our engineers, we've met with the county, we have telescoping going on of the drain lines that are there. We're examining, backflow prevention and a whole bunch of other issues that are going on down there. We hopefully will have a more definitive plan within the next month or two. But either way, we need to keep moving forward, we need to try to secure funding to get some assistance here. So with that being said, I will make a motion and also ask for a second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next is a memo from the Superintendent of Parks and Recreation regarding the approval of a grant from the Community Fund for the teen scene. This is the sum of $10,000 for a teen scene. That's to be used for transportation for trips, various holiday trips and events, DJs for the dance nights. We also have a game night for Southeast Consortium Teen Night, and we'll be hosting 2 pool parties for the teens at the adult pool this summer. So we want to thank the Community Fund for its contribution to the town's program called Teen Scene. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have a similar memo from the Superintendent of Parks and Recreation regarding the approval of a grant from the Community Fund for senior programs and services. And in essence, it's the sum of $44,500 for shopping and errands, for light housekeeping, for programs at the Nutrition Center, for, food shopping for seniors. We do a lot. We don't just have the seniors go to the centers and eat and play cards and do exercising. We have all kinds of, different programs that we run for them. And it's good to be a senior in Eastchester. So we want to thank the Community Fund again for stepping up and providing us with these funds, because that's that much less we have to provide from the taxpayer rolls. Okay, so with that being said, someone care to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next is a memorandum from the Lake Isle General Manager regarding an addendum to the existing agreement with the town of Eastchester and Brightview Golf Maintenance. And this is singularly about tree maintenance and creating a tree management program with the contractor that's there presently. And this is to basically examine and prune or remove fell trees that are dangerous or that are prohibiting or inhibiting the drying of the golf course or, the paths of water and the like. It's very important to keep the golf course trees healthy. And adequate sunlight and airflow makes the turf strong, it bounces back quicker, it makes golf play better, it makes it safer for the golfers. There's a million reasons why this is a very good idea. So Brightview is in the best position to do this because they're on the course all day. They know the trees. They pretty much have studied them. And it doesn't really pay to have an outside contractor come in that we'd have to go out for bid for because we're already in contract with this operation. And, of course, there'd be issues of hours when they could do the work, who can do the work. There'd be a lot of interruption in play. So Brightview is best suited to do this. So anyway, long story short, this would be in the sum of $90,238. Funding has already been approved as part of the 2022 capital budget and will be added to the 2022 Brightview contract amount. So someone care to make a motion on that?
So moved.
All right.
Second.
Thank you, Luigi. Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have, in our miscellaneous business category, after consultation with the town board, there'll be a single town board meeting for July, which should be held on Tuesday, July 12th, at 8 p.m. in this room. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have our council member reports. Councilman Markocha.
Thank you, Supervisor. Some news on Lake Isle. Lake Isle is now in full swing. The pool season will begin its regular season hours this Saturday, June 25th, with hours of 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Some upcoming activities include 2 teen pool parties, one on Monday, July 18th, and another on Monday, August 8th. Also, the poolside music on Saturdays. And the summer series concerts start next week on Wednesday, June 29th at 8 p.m. on the golf driving range at Lake Isle. Doors open at 7 p.m. For a complete concert schedule and detailed information of all activities, please refer to the bulletin boards, Lake Isle website, Facebook, or Instagram. Also, if you have not already registered for the season, hurry in now. School is almost out and the weather is warming up. stop by or call the membership office today at 961-3453. Finally, the next advisory board meeting is Monday, July 11th at 7 p.m. In Molinos. And I also want to take the opportunity to congratulate Todd Huttonton on his retirement. He's done a great job for the town for many, many years, and like the supervisor said, it is a difficult position and job, and he did it very, very well for a long time. And I also want to congratulate the two new officers, the three. And also, I wanted to say, we interviewed others, and I'm just always so impressed with the quality of, kids that come in here, for these jobs. They're just fantastic resumes and good kids. So we look forward to a bright future for this police department, and that concludes my report.
Councilman Dooley.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Just along the lines of Lake Isle, I was up there this weekend, played some golf, went to the pool. The golf course is in spectacular shape, and the pool facility is just, it looks great with all the work that was done there. So I'd encourage anyone who hasn't been there, it's a good time to go see it, play golf, go to the pool, join as a member, et cetera. The facility is really nice, and it's really a great time to get involved up at Lake Isle. I'd also like to thank the golf committee. They were actually raising funds, and they're doing a lot of plantings around the golf course. If you look at the golf course, there's flowers here and there, and they continue to raise money to beautify the course, which makes it really look special, which is nice. So thank you there. I want to thank Donna DeMarco, Mark Hudson, and Cliff Kolb, who run the women's and the men's league. Both of them are up to like 40-plus people. The women play on Tuesday night, and the men are on Wednesday night, and they really do a nice job. So if you play golf, those are great venues for you to meet other residents in town. And lastly, I'd like to congratulate all the graduates. As we see everyone graduating from high school, middle school, grade school, et cetera, congratulations, well-deserved, and good luck in the fall. Thank you.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. How are you this evening? First day of summer. Yes, it's getting heated up. It's definitely join the pool if you haven't already. On behalf of the Traffic and Parking Advisory Committee, the next meeting will be held next Tuesday, June 28th at 7 p.m. in the Town Hall Community Room. And if you have a request, you can go to the town's website to retrieve a request form, and you just send it to tpac@eastchester.org with any request you may have, and of course, welcome to join the meeting. On behalf of the Eastchester Public Library, they're always having wonderful events, and they continue to have the Children's Summer Reading Game, which is kicked off on Monday, June 13th, and it goes through Friday, August 19th. They have the Teen Summer Reading, Adult Summer Reading Game, and of course, the famous yoga classes via Zoom, and including the chair yoga. And if you, they're still looking for volunteers, so please consider joining the Friends of Eastchester Public Library. The library relies on the Friends to underwrite much of the programming our patrons enjoy all year long. It's a nonprofit organization, and if you're interested in volunteering, you can call 914-793-5055. And also, early voting is at the Eastchester Public Library. That started on Saturday, June 18th, and it runs through Sunday, June 26th. And you could go to the website for the, if you want to know the hours and other locations along Westchester County. And I, too, want to congratulate the 3 young men who are now joining the Eastchester Police Force. Much hope and proud of all 3 of them. And congratulations to Todd on his retirement, and enjoy. And that is all I have this evening.
Thank you. Councilman Marcotte.
Thank you, Supervisor. For the Recreation Department, I just want to announce that summer camp begins on Monday, June 27th, and there is still space in the Broncos Hoops and Bronxville Sports and Science Camps. You can get more information at the website, eastchester.org. And if you're interested in brushing up on your basketball skills, residents entering 4th to 8th grade this fall can sign up or through the Eastchester Recreation Department and Marquee Hoops. They will be hosting a clinic which begins July 11th. It'll be held Monday and Wednesday at the Tuckahoe Playground. I also wanted to just piggyback on Teresa's report with regard to early voting. Yes, it's at the library. Additionally, there are 23 sites that you can vote at throughout Westchester County. It is running through the rest of this week, and on Saturday and Sunday, new hours, which are 10 to 6 on both days, and residents from anywhere can vote at any of the 23 sites throughout the County of Westchester. And then lastly, I just wanted to give a shout out to the Historical Society, who is beginning their membership drive. There have been 2 years without a fundraiser because of COVID, so we'll be posting the membership form on the town website.
Got done tonight.
Thank you. Channel 19, hopefully. You can friend us on Facebook. If you have any questions, you can always email the town or myself. And we rely mostly and solely on donations, so I'm hoping people will step up and help support and Eastchester Historical Society, where history is happening, and they do a lot in the community. I, too, would like to congratulate the police officers, those that, even though they're not new, they're those being sworn in tonight, our new candidates, our new officers. Congratulations to Matt Kiernan and Todd. And that concludes my report, Supervisor. Oh, and happy 4th of July to everybody. Thank you.
All right, for myself, I concur with Happy 4th of July, and happy graduation for all those students out there, and better happiness for your parents if their tuition bills have stopped as a result of a graduation. I feel your pain. The town has been awarded Tree City USA status by the Arbor Day Foundation, National Arbor Day Foundation, and we're always proud of that because we plant a lot of trees, we take care of our trees, we're trying to take any trees down. If you see a spot that, on your property that you'd like to put a tree in, we'd be more than happy to plant something when the planting season comes around. So please keep us in mind. Also, I want to recognize Paul Asaro, who is an Eastchester resident, and he currently competes in cycling, bowling, basketball, and track and field as a Special Olympian. He represented the Special Olympics Team USA twice, as a cyclist during 2003 World Games in Ireland, and as part of a law enforcement torch run in 2019. And in 2017, he was the Special Olympics New York Athlete of the Year from Eastchester. But more importantly, or as importantly, and most recently, at the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, he has been a New York athlete participating in those games since 1994 and a coach since '98. Mr. Asaro was a medalist. He got 2 medals for his performance, including a gold medal for the first ever open swim competition, which he swam for more than 36 minutes, which is extraordinary. And he also was a silver medalist in the triathlon, having participated in the 440-yard swim, the 10.8-mile bike ride, and the 5K run, which is very extraordinary. So we congratulate him. The town of Eastchester is very proud of you. Keep up the great work, and we wish you the very best going forward. And, he's just done a great job. Got to appreciate that. Also, just with regard to the summertime coming up, the highway guys are working hard. The parks guys are working hard. Everybody's doing the best they can. So let's keep an eye out for them as we're rolling around the town. You want to make sure that they're in a safe, spot, that they're, they have their vests on and all, but keep an eye on them because we want to make sure that they're safe when they're holding around sanitation, recycling, or working on the field. So if you're playing ball on the field and it's time for them to cut the grass, see if you can't just wait for 5 minutes, without striking some softballs or some hard balls in their direction. That concludes my report, and that moves us to the second opportunity to address the board. All right, there being no one else, someone can make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right. Thank you all. Have a good night.